Good morning. I am going to present the communication chloride deposition in concrete from marine aerosol of Tenerife of Canary Islands in Spain. And I would like to mention the co-authors of this presentation that are from the Canary Islands. They are the local people from the University of La Laguna, University of Las Palmas, and also from the local government of the Canary Islands. The subject we address is that of the amount of chlorides that can be deposited on the concrete near the sea coast in the atmospheric area. That is called the position of the marine aerosol, and has been for concrete previously studied by Gibson Meira in Brazil, who did and is doing a very comprehensive study there. The subject has been studied also by the researchers that are dealing with atmospheric corrosion, because they need to know the amount of chlorides that are taken by the different free surfaces of the metals. It has been identified that the amount of chlorides that are transported from the sea to the inland is decreasing with the distance. The effect is produced by the wind that is taking the fog created by the waves and transports this fog into the interior of the land. And the decrease with the distance is logarithmic, is exponential, and it depends on the local climate, temperature, and composition of the sea, that the sols are longer or shorter inland, and the amount of chlorides in that marine fog. The locations here that we have studied are in the island of Canaries, because it's a very good place to study this effect. And we selected the island of Tenerife. There in Tenerife, it has a volcano in the center that is 4,000 meters height. It has very different, the island has very different climates in the north than in the south. And they were selected several places with different distances to the coast. We are going to concentrate in this location. 1 to 5 is one is the farthest from the coast, and the fifth one is that is closest, is about 40-30 meters the distance to the coast. The sites we're looking at, as is in this photograph, the cylindrical concrete specimens were placed there with also an atmospheric weathering station for collecting humidity, temperature, rain, so. And the methods for measuring the deposition of the chlorides were the standardized one, the wet candle, in which a cotton bandage is put constantly in contact to the liquid water, and every month is removed, and the chlorides that are in the bandage and in the liquid are measured, and they capture the chlorides that are in the atmosphere. And we took the same bandage, cotton bandage, and we made like scarves for the specimens in order to know which is the difference between that deposit in the wet candle and could be deposit in this bandage if it is placed in the specimens. Regarding the type of concrete, they were made 15 different concretes, but we are just presenting in this communication only these two ones. That have a bit difference in the cement content, and the water cement ratio was 0.5 and 0.55. The compressive strength and the mercury porosimetry were very similar, as well as the electrical resistivity is similar. The wind speed in the place is a bit different than in the case of Gibson Meira. Here the average value is like the double that in the case of Meira, that was 3 meters per second as an average, and the maximum speed of the wind is much higher, is 20 meters per second. In the other places, in the other stations, the wind speed was much more similar to the case of Meira. About the position, the position rate of the chlorides, this is the mean wind speed, and it follows the amount of chlorides that are deposited is clearly the pattern follows the wind speed in the place where we have the highest wind speed. In the other are very small, and we are not going to present here, only to say that there's a very big difference between the ITER 1 and ITER 5 and those that are in the different distances. And in the other are smaller, much smaller. In the scarves is much smaller, as is shown here. It's about 10 times difference, 10 grams per square meter and year, and here is 100 grams. That means that is much smaller the amount, but is a direct relationship between the accumulative in the scarves and the accumulation in the wet candles. Regarding the effect of the distance, we notice the same that the other authors. There is a steep decrease in the first 100 meters. The scarves that are plotted here is much smaller, as I said, and much higher in the wet candles. And after the differences are not so important, and in the case of the wet candle of the scarves, but the decrease is much smooth from the 200 meters. With respect to the wind speed is plotted in this right part. There are places where the wind speed is almost not influencing too much the position, but in this place where there was a big movement of the waves, here it is collected much more amount of chlorides in this station, and the wind speed is also much higher, but there is a big difference due to the different mode of the waves are being produced. Sorry. The difference between the candle that collects more chlorides and the scarf aim to us to think that the concrete should be also sensitive to the different wetness, that because the concrete is more drier than the wet candle. And we were measuring the weight of the specimens. In that case, we calculated the degree of water saturation, that is the amount of liquid water with respect to the total porosity. And we noticed that you need to have 70% of the degree of saturation in order to collect enough amount of chlorides. This is the degree of saturation. And it looks that as this is logarithmic, the increase of the chlorides is exponential. We have plotted in this over the total chloride in the concrete with respect to time. And we notice, as Meira noticed, that the first 2 years almost no chlorides were collected, and that after it the increase is exponential. Here we compare the scarves, and the wet candle is the total chloride, the position in them with respect to that collected in the concrete, and is also exponential. The differences much more sensitive are the scarves. And here we distinguish between the two concretes, being one collecting more, that is here in the case of the wet candle with respect to that collected in the wet candle. For the conclusions of the two test methods, the best result in the wet candle, because it has higher sensitivity. It was attributed to the comparatively dry conditions prevailing in the scarf. The moisture in the concrete is a key aspect, and the saturation degree for the deposition of the chlorides. And we deduce that from the difference between the candles and the scarves. And The distance to the coastal wind velocity were also important, as were noticed by other authors, and we also identified that the most influencing distance is 200 meters. And this is all. Thanks for your attention.